Hi, this is Vojta from Oxymoron Games. Today, I would like to show you the first gameplay of our upcoming turn-based strategy game Silence of the Siren. The game is currently in its alpha and many features are not finished. If you are a journalist or content creator and would be interested in the demo, please contact us. If you are a player and would like to play as soon as possible, you can join our beta. The best way is to join our Discord. You can find a link in the video description. Today we will play the easy difficulty. Not that I would be afraid, but I would like to show as much as possible from the game. Your mission is to destroy the remnants of Fossorian rebels who fled after an unsuccessful mutiny. The best way to do it is, of course, a bloodshed. When you start your turn, you can notice that you don't have much resources, but it is enough for initial investments. As you can see on the minimap, most of the map is unexplored, and we have only one base and one commander. The best thing we can do now is to explore. Let's pick up this container for example. We can choose if we want to get some resources, keep it, or use it immediately for additional experience points. Because I would like to use this commander for fighting, let's get the experience points. My commander leveled up, which will allow me to improve his attributes and get new skills. I will choose combat because I would like to use this commander for fighting, and techie, which will unlock tech abilities. I get to choose between three abilities: artillery to bombard hostile army, repair to fix tech base units, and wildcard, which cast any random ability. I will choose wildcard because it is quite fun to use it. Monster army guarding the passage above is still very strong compared to my army, so we will head to the south and pick some resources on the way. The commander is out of movement points, but there are still tons of resources to pick up. Let's now head to the base and hire a new commander to help us. As you can see, my base is quite small, but there are some basic buildings. Let's head to the main one, which will allow us to build and upgrade new structures. I would like to build an interior control office, which will generate additional aura coins. It might not look like it now, but resources will disappear very fast. Also notice that every building has some story background. Now, let's head to the Fossorian Tavern to hire some commanders. We can choose between two commanders, more will be unlocked if you upgrade the tavern. I will choose Captain Hollister. He has slightly better morale and skill chess master, which lets us adjust the position of units before the battle starts. Captain is always hired together with some units. Because our recruitment buildings are upgraded and we have enough resources, we can upgrade them. Also, let's hire more units so this commander can defeat monster armies guarding resources. Now, it's time to return back to the map. There is an interesting object next to the commander. It is equipment, in this case kinetic generator. It can be equipped in the commander's panel and grant lasting bonuses. What is also interesting is a consumable, in this case fuel stock. It can be used once to provide temporary bonuses. As you can notice, the commander is out of movement points, but if we use fuel stock, it is partly refilled and the commander can continue on his route. We have just discovered the Limerick Quarry. It is one of many interactive objects on the map. Quarry can be captured and produce resources, but first we must defeat the monster army guarding it. Because our army is much stronger, the monster army is trying to flee, but in the end it is much better to attack them because we can get bonus experience points from the battle. Our hero has a chess master skill, which allows us to adjust the position of our units before the battle starts. We will put our range units in the back and close combat units in front. Now we end the tactics phase. We have a huge advantage. The hostile army has no ranged units. We will use this advantage and we will try to shoot as many of their units before they will reach our army. I will use the wait button, which will put my unit from the beginning of the round to be played at the end of the round. And I will use my range unit to eliminate their units. As you can see, hostile units used wait, and they stayed at their place. But I will not approach them, and I will rather skip the turn. Now they can be reached by my unit, and I will use special ability Rage. My unit will turn into uncontrollable beast, but it will deal much more damage. And I will use my range unit to cover it. You can notice here, if your unit is attacked, it will use counter attack, but only once. You can use that feature for your advantage. Now I can capture the mine, and I can decide if I want to use it as it is, or if I want to upgrade it and increase the production. Now all my heroes are out of their movement points, and I can end the turn. Now, let's skip up a little bit. I progress in the game and expanded my territory. As you can see, I own many mines, towers, and even another base. But by this, I also got into the fight with the AI. I managed to hound him down to this place. Well, let's see if we can defeat him. Luckily for me, AI has much smaller army. I was actually quite successful in managing to get very powerful units. I actually own even the most powerful unit of Phosphorians, called the Liberator, but also other very powerful units, most of them upgraded. In this case, I would like to adjust the placement of units a little bit. I will move Hammered Honor Guard a little bit down, so I could use his special ability, the Seismic Wave, to destroy hostile Earthshakers. While other close combat units will be at the edge of my playable arena and my shooter units behind. Let's see how it works out. There is another advantage I do have. I have many abilities at my disposal. I will use long-range artillery, which will destroy some of their range units. In this case, I think it will be advantageous to attack straight on. This is a Panzerworm, and he has a special ability that he can dig himself under the ground. This is just a worm, but well, he's very strong in close combat anyway. This unit is called Earthshaker. He shoots projectiles which are underground and will explode at the end of the round. Special ability Seismic Wave will hopefully kill all hostile Earthshakers. Also, thanks to the high morale, I can play with this unit again. This unit is still far away, but I think I can activate Rage. I want to attack with this unit brutally anyway. And I will use my shooter units to disable at least some part of their shooter units. As you can see, AI is probably defeated at the moment, but let's give it the final blow. And I think it was a very successful battle. When you defeat hostile commander, you will get his equipment, and you can use it on your commanders. And this will be all from the gameplay. I hope it gave you at least some picture of what you can expect from Silence of the Siren. If you have some questions, don't be afraid to ask us in the chat.